Hello, I'm Tom from Escape. This is another progress update video on the medium wheelbase crafter that we've got in the workshop at the moment. Full of loads of good features. What we've focused on this past week in the workshop is building the shower enclosure and also getting a bit of work done on the kitchen cabinets as well. We ran into a slight problem with the sink. It was too big. We've come up with a bit of a workaround, so hopefully we've solved that, but we're not 100% sure just yet. But yeah, keep watching and we'll get into the details in this video. So at the moment, mate, we're just scribing in around this bulkhead. So because of all the funny shapes that you get in on this front bulkhead, it's probably like the most difficult part to box in. And what a lot of people do is they just carpet line these funny shapes, but we like to sort of spend a bit more time on it and make it a bit more fancier and box it in properly with ply. And we make use of this bendy ply to get over the curves and this, that and the other. Obviously we've cut into the headline and created a little storage box above that as well. So yeah, so once we get all of this boxed in, everything that you see and all this ply will all get painted, and the colour will sort of flow right through the van from the cab right to the back then. So we prefer it like that. I think it looks a lot better than that carpet line type of stuff. But like I say, yeah, it is a bit difficult, it takes a bit of time, but yeah, I think it's well worth the extra time that you spend on it, because I think it looks a lot better. Just making the enclosure for the shower now. So, obviously the shower tray is at sort of like a 45-degree angle, so the walls of the shower tray on the edges put at 22.5mm, scribed into the curve of the ceiling. I'm going to cut the aperture out of this piece, which will be the opening for the tambour door, the entrance into the shower enclosure. And then once we've sort of made that enclosure as well, on the outside of it we've got like a slatted walnut effect decorative panel going on as well, so it's going to look belter when it's all finished. Making cabinets, lad. So this is sort of like our method that we've come up with now for our cabinets. So all of our cabinets we make ourselves. So this is lightweight poplar plywood, and we send it to a local company. They put the white veneer over it, edge band it to the size is what we give them, and then they say it comes all into us in the panel sizes. And yeah, we sort of then put it together. Right, so take this off. Yeah, we started fitting the cabinets. As you can see, the kitchen there, and ran into a little bit of an issue. So we offered the sink up into position and didn't realise actually just how big it was with the little lips and that on the top of it. This is going to be an under-mounted sink, but the issue that we're facing now is with the size of the sink, we're struggling to get the tap in the back. Another thing what doesn't help us is the curvature of the wall. So because that curves over, it sort of gets closer to the tap because the tap's quite a big tap as well. So a little bit of an issue, but I think we can, the workaround, which I think is going to work, is the sink is sort of like a composite granite type of material, and I think we can just trim the lips off the front and back of it, nudge the sink as far forward as possible, and I think it'll just give us enough space to get the tap in without it fouling on the wall or anything like that. So we'll do that, see where it goes. Fingers crossed it'll work, but if not, we may have to search for a smaller sink, slightly smaller sink. But we'll see how we get on. I've just opened it, this doesn't. crack the sink. Yeah, I reckon we'll get away with it, to be honest. Just nudged the cabinetry out a little bit. This is the template for the worktop, so I'll just extend that a little bit so it'll overhang the doors slightly. Yeah, I reckon we'll get away with that. We're gluing the shower panels on the wall using like a what's it called? I can't even remember what the company's called now. Rico panels, I think it is. It's like a waterproof shower board. We're putting this wall up first, so just so we're not having to work inside a small enclosure, just to make things a little bit easier for ourselves. So the design on this, as you can see in the bottom half, is like a herringbone tile effect panel, and then on the top half we're just going white, and then we've got a little black trim to separate the two, and all the shower head, shower mixer and all that's going to be black as well. So quite similar to the last van we did as well, actually, where it's a pattern on the bottom half and white on the top. That section there, with the extractor fan on the side, obviously we've had to put that extractor out the sidewall because we've got the pot top where usually we put a little mushroom vent in the ceiling. We've just obviously had to, because we've got the pop top, we just have to take it out through the side there. So yeah, it's not much, nothing too complicated. So now we're just gonna throw this panel up. So get the fuck out of the way, lad. Okay. Thanks everyone for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Do us a massive favour before you go, just subscribe, like, drop a comment in the comment section, and share the video with your mates if you can. Cheers, see you next week.